If you ask any citizen who owns a handgun why they possess firearms, their answers vary from personal protection to serious collectors. Gun ownership continues to be important to a number of folks across this country. But there are some important things you should know if you're interested in obtaining permits here in Wake County. Joining us to talk about the pistol permits and concealed handgun permits is the Wake County Sheriff, Donnie Harrison. Thank you so much for being here.
Glad to be here.
Can you talk a little bit about the permitting process here in Wake County and who is eligible to apply for one?
Well, first of all, to buy a pistol, you have to be at least 18 years of age. And I get a lot of questions about that. Why 18? Well, 18 you can purchase from an individual, but you can't purchase from a gun dealer. That's just the way state law is. You have to be a resident of this county for at least 30 days. You have to have a valid North Carolina driver's license or a proper ID. Of course, you can't be, there's a lot of things in your record if you've been convicted of different things, then of course we're going to look at it and we're going to scrutinize it and we're going to say you probably can't have it. Even if your license are suspended, we even look at that. Of course, if you're a felon or if you've got charges pending against you with domestic violence and other things, then we're going to look at it and say you can't have it. So it gets in detail, but we have a website that we have everything posted that you can and can't do or shouldn't do to get a pistol permit.
And Sheriff, there are classes that these citizens must attend if they want to get a concealed carry permit, correct?
That's correct. Criminal Justice Education Training Standards has a class that you have to go to, and there's instructors all over Wake County that you can go. You must successfully complete that class and get a certificate, because the only way we can issue a concealed carry, you got to have that certificate in hand. You got to have the original the first time. To renewals, you don't need it. But in that class, it's very valuable, especially someone that's not really familiar with guns. They'll let you go over. If you bring your own gun, they'll get you familiar with that gun. You have to shoot that gun. Plus, there's a lot of laws and things that they go over, how to protect yourself, what to do, what you can't do. So that's very, very important. But the main thing is you got to bring it when you come in.
This is a very serious question for those that have never possessed a firearm, that are interested in getting a permit. What are some of the questions you would suggest to them that they must answer personally before deciding on the seriousness of having a weapon? Well,
the main thing to me is I tell anybody, are you familiar with the gun that you're going to purchase? To me, that is top of the list. Make sure you have someone to show you how to use that weapon, whether it be a shotgun, whether it be a pistol. Because more people get shot trying to figure out how to use it than you would be surprised. And so the main thing is, why are you buying it? Which is none of my business and nobody else's business, but they should think about it. You know, do I have kids in the house? You got to make sure you keep it in a safe place if you do. So there's a lot of things, but the main thing is the proper operation of that gun. So if you need it, can you be prepared to use it if you need it? Are you familiar with enough to use it?
Okay, and final question, how can citizens find out more information about obtaining either permit?
Well, you can go to www.wakegov.com/sheriff, or you can call our office 919-856-6949. And one thing I'd like to add is on the concealed carry, we get some calls, why does it take so long? And it takes longer for concealed carry permits because we have to go to a mental health provider to check the background, and sometimes they are not real prompt in getting us the information back. Plus, we have to go to the clerk of court to get some information from them, and sometimes it takes a while. The third thing is we have to send those applications to the SBI, and if they're backed up, because they cover the whole state, if they're backed up, it takes longer, but I can assure you we try to get them out as quickly as we can.
Wake County Sheriff Donnie Harrison, thank you so much for being here.
Glad to be here.